Oh Sith, it's Nick's Tower of Truth.
What's up? Nick's Tower of Truth, man. It's been a while, been a really fucking long time. But I'm here. Everything's cool. Everything's dandy. I know you were expecting Cecily, and you were expecting, things like that, like Cecily and Eve and a guest and all that shit. Well, sorry to disappoint. Cecily's not here right now, but you could definitely leave a message after the beep. Well, it's Nick's Tower of Truth. It has been a very long time since I recorded anything, honestly. The reason why we're trying to keep up with the schedule that we told you guys that we're gonna have, and we really want to do that. That's not something that we just made up to tell you guys or to make you guys feel better. No, it's honestly because we really do want to do it. The only thing is it's been a crazy 2 months with our son. He's turning 2. It's been really difficult because he doesn't sleep. We really don't get any privacy to ourselves. I mean, that's just the world of parenthood. You know what I mean? But it has taken a lot of toll on our social life. It really has. On top of that, I've been working with Oh Sith, the cosplayers in New York City. And we've been doing a lot of good charity things. I mean, you can check out YouTube for that. You can check ohsith.com for that. We've done, in the month of December alone, we did blanket drive for the homeless. We did a couple of visits to some underappreciated and, people that really doesn't have too much. We also did a clothing drive recently in January, and we gave out some clothes to a homeless shelter. And I don't like Goodwill because I know a lot of you guys were suggesting Goodwill and shit and Red Cross and Salvation Army and shit. See, I don't like those things for the reason of they sell back the items to people that need it, and I'm a very big believer that if somebody needs the items, if somebody needs the help, you don't go and sell it to anybody. That's just, it's unethical to me. I can't appreciate somebody like that. To me, that's just fucking despicable to do. But they do it. So what we did, we went to the New York City New York Rescue Mission. So big shout outs to them. They just basically, they take the clothes and they give it out to the homeless. The homeless comes in, they choose what they want, what fits them, and they give it away. Kids, they get toys, they get books, and big shout out to Oh Sith member Mandy Girl Smiles. Follow her on Instagram. Her daughter Ash gave away one of her favorite items to the New York City Rescue Mission in order to give it to another child. And that's very, very commendable. That's honorable. And that's amazing that a little girl like that can have the heart to give it to somebody that was in need. Not a lot of people could do that, especially when it's something of their favorites. I know personally, me, as much as I love helping out the underappreciated and things of that nature, I personally cannot give away something that I really, really love because I work for it, and it just hurts the pockets and it hurts my morale. But big shout outs to Ash, man. That's the little girl's name. I mean, she did amazing job at doing that, and that's very commendable. But that's what basically we've been up to doing, and I haven't really been able to get to the podcast, and I'm really, really sorry about that. But here we are, Nick's Tower of Truth, and obviously when you see Tower of Truth, that means your good old boy Nick here got something to talk about. And fortunately, it's going to isolate a lot of our female listeners here. I want to talk about this fucking METOO hashtag TIMESUP bullshit that's going around. Listen, ladies, we're gonna have a quick heart-to-heart, okay? I'm all for women's rights. You might think I'm not, but I'm all for women's rights. I'm all for the equality. I'm all for, not having women taken advantage of and raped and molested and sodomized and shit. I'm all for that. I'm completely on your side. But you're demon-fying. Like, and demonizing. You know, not even just fucking making us into demons, but you're calling us demons. You know, and you're doing that to all men, and you're doing a blanket fucking statement. That is so fucking wrong. The morale in that, the moral values in that is just so fucked up. Listen, Harvey Weinstein was an asshole, okay? James Franco most likely was an asshole from what it sounded like, no matter what the fuck he's trying to portray. I mean, there's just Kevin Spacey, fucking Louis C.K. I mean, they all, I mean, maybe not even Louis C.K., maybe not even him, but Kevin Spacey definitely. I mean, it's just, the things that they fucking done is just, it's reprehensible. It really is. But at the same time, Louis C.K., listen, he asked the females, is it okay if I jerk off in front of you? Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. If these females felt like they were in a situation where they was going to get hurt, or they felt like they had to, or whatever the case is, I understand that. But from what I heard about Louis C.K. in the situation, I mean, message me, tell me I'm uninformed. I don't give a fuck. Tell me if I'm wrong. But Louis C.K. asked him, hey, is it okay if I jerk off in front of you? These women said yes. They fucking said yes. You cannot get mad at Louis C.K. if the fucking female said yes. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't see what the outrage is. I don't. To me, it just seems like women right now are just painting a broad stroke that all men are fucking assholes, that we're all fucking Harvey Weinstein. Now listen here, okay? Yes, all men are assholes. They are. I will agree with you the fact that we are dicks, we are assholes, we think with our penises. Yes, we do. But we are not all fucking rapist assholes. We're not all molesters assholes. We're not fucking sodomizing people type of assholes. Like, not all of us are, okay? And you have to understand that. You have to understand that when you are painting a broad fucking picture, all right, with the paintbrush of rapists, and you're putting it on men, that is so fucking wrong, man. That is so unethical. You can't do that. Now, the reason why I'm here on my Tower of Truth, on my little fucking soapbox, now I'm trying to stick up for men, which is new for me, but the reason why is because I read that Aziz Ansari fucking that article that this chick, quote unquote, Grace, wrote. Now, let me just be honest with you guys. That is the most stupidest bullshit in the fucking world. Oh my god, see, I can't even think about this shit. Listen everybody, okay? I hate Aziz Ansari. I think he's talentless. I think he's a fucking hack. I think that he's a piece of shit that needs to get out of the celebrity eye. He is not fucking funny at all. I watched like 2 of his specials. I keep trying to give this guy a fucking chance. He's a piece of shit. I mean, Dane Cook is funnier than him, and Dane Cook is fucking spastic. I think he needs to be on Adderall or some shit. He is not worthy of anybody's time. Okay, he's not. He's fucking not. I read this article by this lady. Okay, and I was like, oh, Aziz Ansari, this motherfucker deserves it. I was like, he's going down with the Harvey Weinstein fucking METOO ship. He fucking deserves it. So I got a little bit curious because I started reading in people's comments. They was like, this guy is innocent. And I was like, innocent? Man, I want to bury this fucking guy myself. So I went into the article and I read the entire shit. And yes, I did. And I came out of that going, well, this guy's, I'm on his side. I fucking hate it that I'm on his side, but I'm on his fucking side. Listen, quote unquote, Grace, if anything about you makes you want to listen to this podcast, okay? You had a bad date. Plain and simple. You had a bad date, honey. You can't sit there and go, oh, hashtag me too, hashtag time's up. No. Let me break it down for you. So you were at this party. Number one, you're at a Hollywood party. So you either A, rich, or B, you got some kind of like acting thing that you want to do, and you know somebody who let you in. I wonder why they let you in, okay? If you're brand new and you obviously are not popular enough to be a celebrity on your own and in the public eye, I wonder how you got that invite to that Hollywood party. And I'm not saying you fucked for it, but somebody wants to fuck you, but you thought it was okay to just take that invite to even get into this fucking party. Now people are going to say, well, Nick, you're assuming. No, I'm not. No, sorry guys. No, I'm not. Listen, Hollywood parties are exclusive and they're hard to get into. And I heard about some Hollywood parties where they invite the young boy actors and shit, and these fucking guys rape the young boys. It's fucked up, okay? So my point is, when you get at the Hollywood party, it tend to be exclusive with some secret shit going on, like secret agendas and shit. Now, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I do know that the Illuminati is out there. Please don't kill me. But I know to get into a Hollywood party is very, very difficult. You're not just going to be a Joe Schmo off the street and go in. It's either you're part of the Hollywood elite, or you know somebody in the Hollywood elite, or you're trying to get into the Hollywood elite and you know somebody. And if it's a female that's really attractive and, you know, the guy is wants to fuck her, of course he's going to invite her to the party. He's going to give anything that she wants. That's what the hashtag Time's Up and the METOO is about. Men pushing the power. But this girl thought it was okay to accept that, but not Aziz Ansari. Now, the whole point is, she said that he tried approaching her or some shit like that. Didn't work. He tried again. Finally got it. Okay, cool. So they got the date. Now, when they got on a date, all right, he's sitting on there. He buys her everything that she wants, you know, for dinner, And then when they get back to the crib, they're watching TV, and then he asks her to fucking make out with him, and then she did it. She fucking did it. She did it. Asked her to take off her clothes. She did it. Told her that he was going to eat her out. She let him. Then he asked her to reciprocate. She did it. See, you see the pattern coming, right? So then he starts fucking her. Now, when he said, I want to fuck you while you look in the mirror, because obviously that's a power trip. He wants to see himself fucking her. I mean, I've done that myself. This girl said no. Cool. Now, your vocal cords work, right? They worked. Obviously, you said no. So your vocal cords worked. Now, if your vocal cords are working and you can say the word no, why didn't you do it when he asked you to take off your clothes? Why didn't you do it when he first penetrated you and was in you before he said the mirror? So let me get this straight. You're going to say no when you're facing the mirror, but you can't say no when he first penetrated you. That would be considered rape if you said no and he still penetrated you. Now, after all of that, Aziz said, okay, well, you don't want to fuck. That's cool. Why don't we just sit on the couch and watch some Friends or Seinfeld, whatever the fuck he said. They do it, right? Then she gets up and says, oh, I'm not comfortable. I gotta leave. She leaves. The next morning, Aziz texts her, and he's like, listen, you know, the meeting went well. I hope your day's going good. Now, here's what people keep missing in all the defenses of Aziz Ansari that I see. He said the meeting went well. Mind you, this chick provided the screenshots to the shit. So he basically said the meeting went well, whatever the fuck went well. And she goes, oh, I'm glad it did. Hold up. That means some part of the night before they was actually talking about something that Aziz wanted to do, correct? We're all on the same page, right? Correct. So that means it wasn't just like, oh, well, he just tried to fuck me. No, y'all two started talking about common interests and started talking about what you both are into and shit. So y'all kind of made this shit personal. So that means he was actually trying to get to know you. He wasn't just about getting ass. Has anybody caught on to this shit yet? So the next morning, if he was all about getting ass, he would never bring up the fact, oh, the meeting went well, He would have just been like, yo, when are you coming over again? Because let me explain something to you people, all right? I'm an asshole. I'm a dick. I used to be all about fucking bitches. Like that was in me. I was a complete dickhead. Now, I know when a guy is basically giving you shit about his life, right? And he's like, hey, the meeting went well, or whatever the case is. He's actually trying to get to know you. He's trying to set up a relationship with you. He's trying to build a personal bridge between your life and his life. So to me, it seemed like Aziz asked permission to take her back to his house. She said, okay, now what the fuck do you think is going to happen on a date? It's not even just like your friends hanging out. On a date. And a guy says, let's go back to my crib. You obviously never been on a date, or you the stupidest bitch in the fucking world. And I don't think it's either of those. You knew what was going to happen. You knew that this guy was going to do that. Now let me put things into even more of a perspective for you. He was trying to actually get to know you, boo-boo, okay? That's what he was trying to do. He's an aggressive male. The fact that he was taking off your clothes and, you know, all this shit, and he was asking you to go down on him. He's an aggressive male. Now, I'm an aggressive male, okay? If I'm making out with a chick and, you know, we're in the throes of passion and we're making out, and I grab her ass, I'm going to be on the fucking hashtag #MeToo. If I sit down there and I start making out with her and I say, hey, can I take off your shirt? And she goes, sure. And then I say, hey, can I take off your bra? And she goes, sure. And I now start fondling her titties. I'm going to be on hashtag #MeToo, hashtag time's up. How fair is that? It's not fair at all. Now, you know, you watch movies, right? And I know females love watching these romantic movies where they make it out, right? And they all in that shit. And then the guy takes off her belt, throws it on the floor, pulls out her pants, pulls her panty down, takes the panties off, starts eating her out. Right? All that good shit. Now he does that. He's going to wind up on hashtag #MeToo. Because when he asks her, hey, can we fuck in front of a mirror? She goes, no. All of a sudden, she's going to go and write an article the next fucking day talking about he was aggressive and he did things and didn't respond to my non-verbal cues. What was your verbal cue, Grace? What was your verbal cue? Was it you making out with him? Was it you saying yes to give him head? Was it you going back to his house? Was it he penetrating you the first time before the mirror? Where was the verbal cue when he was eating you out? Where was the non-verbal cues? Because to me, it seems like from your own account, from what you said, the non-verbal cues was nowhere to be found. What was your non-verbal cue? Did you run away from him making out with you? Did you move your body away when he was eating you out? Did you not put the dick in your mouth? Where was the non-verbal cues? Now this is why I'm addressing this on the Tower of Truth. Because of the fact, as men, okay, boys, men, girls, women, whatever, if you're sexually active, okay, and obviously you're legal age, but you're sexually active, are we just gonna sign contracts before we all fuck now? Are we going to ask permission every step of the way? Hey, is it okay if I make out with you? Hey, is it okay if I take off your shirt? Hey, is it okay if I take off your belt? Hey, is it okay if I hang your coat up? Hey, is it okay if I take off your sneakers? Doesn't that kill passion? Doesn't that kill the moment? That's all that you women love. Y'all love watching porn about that. You love reading these romance books about that. You love watching these fucking stupid ass movies like 50 Shades of Grey. Mind you, I practice BDSM. 50 Shades of Grey is bullshit, but girls and women love that shit. They flocked into the first fucking movie, but yet they're not about BDSM. But rough sex and everything, just to inform you guys, come from BDSM backgrounds. But the whole point is, they love watching that shit. Is that not hypocritical? You love watching men get rough. You love watching men dominate, take what's theirs. But then when it happens to you, just because it didn't happen with the guy that you wanted it to, or that guy wasn't the image and the fucking things that you had in your mind about that guy. That guy shows you that he's not that dream boat type of guy that you wanted him to be. So your expectations are shattered. So then you just go, #MeToo. That's not fair. That's a bad date. It's a horrible date. Because if this guy basically didn't know any better because he couldn't read your nonverbal cues, and you didn't give him a verbal cue until the end. You can't sit down there and claim Me Too. You can't claim time's up. Only thing that time's up for is time's up for y'all fucking hypocritical women. And I don't mean the entire Me Too movement. I don't mean the women that were actually fucking hurt. The women that was actually locked in the room, or the women that was raped against their will. I'm talking about the women who said okay. And just because things didn't go their fucking way that they wanted it to, they want to complain that they were raped, sodomized, molested, whatever. They were violated. You women are not violated. You're not. You're not. Now, I get where women go, oh, well, Harvey Weinstein, was going to ruin my career if I didn't give him head or I didn't fuck him. I get that. And I'm not laughing at it. But let me explain something to you. Where's the personal accountability? Where is it? Where's all that shit? I don't see it. I see a lot of women complaining that men are assholes. But I don't see the personal accountability. I don't. And I've been reading all these stories. I've been reading all of them. You're afraid that this guy is going to ruin your fucking career. That he's going to ruin your paycheck. Well, you survived before you became an actor or an actress. What's the problem? This guy should have been put on blast a long time ago. But so many women were afraid to come forward and say anything. Because what? He's part of the Illuminati? Who gives a fuck? They're going to kill you? Who cares? This movement could have happened a long time ago. It just took one person to stand up and say something, right? But yet, where's the personal accountability? Where are you saying he was an asshole that threatened my career, and I did not take action against him until now? You're not saying that. You're just saying he was going to take away your career, so you felt like you had to. But that's on you. That's not on him. Men will always be assholes. It's up to the women themselves to prevent them from doing what the fuck they want. Now, let me explain something to you. This Me Too Time's Up movement is not going to change shit. It's really not. It's not. Because you're changing Hollywood, right? That's what you're doing. You're changing Hollywood. But you're not changing all men. You're not doing that. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm glad that these assholes that wanted to lock these women in rooms and rape them and all this shit, I'm glad they're getting what's due. I'm glad they're going to prison. I'm glad they're losing their money out of their pockets. I am so fucking glad about that. So it's not that I feel that the movement is wrong. No, not at all. I feel there needs to be personal accountability, though. Like, teach your daughters, teach the people going forward, that if you don't feel comfortable, if you don't feel that you are safe, speak up. Call for help. Call 911. Don't be afraid to lose your career. Don't be afraid to lose your job. Don't be afraid to be blacklisted in Hollywood. Don't be afraid to be blacklisted in any job. Because this is happening not just in Hollywood, and that's what people don't get. But the only people that are getting something is the people in Hollywood. Now, let me explain something about the Me Too movement, the leaders of the movement that I can't stand. And the reason why I'll say that is because there's women, girls out there, using the hashtag Me Too for their workplaces. But I don't see you guys, or you gals rather, right? I don't see y'all acknowledging these women, these fans, these innocent, regular civilians. You're not. You're only addressing the celebrity status and Hollywood elite types. So you can't say, oh, we're changing things for women. No, motherfuckers. You're changing shit for Hollywood women. Mark Wahlberg dedicated what? 1.25 million, something like that, the salary he was getting in his movie. He donated that to the Time's Up for their lawyers and their defense funds, right? Where's all that money going to? It's going to the Hollywood elite, the women in Hollywood that need that for their lawyers. It's not going for a little Abby down the block from me. It's not doing that. No. How's that fair? How's that sticking up for women's rights? It's not. This is why I'm saying the movement is flawed. The movement shouldn't have the traction that it is, because you're painting all men that are just aggressive, sexual, fucking primal type of fuckers. And I say fuckers because we're talking about fucking. That's what they are. The shit that women say that they love. Contradicting themselves, right? Hypocrites. So you're painting all of us as targets, as the wrong type of people, as the same motherfuckers in the same light as Kevin Spacey, Harvey Weinstein, and all these motherfuckers. You're painting us all the same way. That's not fair, and you're gonna lose what you women love. Y'all love this shit. Y'all love it. I'm not saying everybody, because everybody got different sexual tastes, but you're gonna lose the shit of the women that do love aggressive men that take charge and rip off their shirts because they're in the throes of passion and shit. You're gonna lose us because we're gonna be afraid to do anything. It's gonna become boring sex, and I said it on my Facebook. You can find me, Nicholas K. Solo. I said it on my Facebook, and I'll say it again. You're gonna turn us as a society into fucking Demolition Man. If you've never seen Demolition Man, people, Sandra Bullock came up to Sylvester Stallone and said, I would like you to come back to my house for maybe some sexual intercourse. He said, all right then. Right? It's my best Sylvester Stallone impression, by the way. And they went back to her house, and he took off his clothes, and she said, I'm going to freshen up. I'll be back out of the bathroom. She came back in a robe with two fucking pieces of shit, this headgear that goes on your fucking head. Look like something out of Sword Art Online. And he goes, what is this? And she goes, well, this is the headgear so we can have sexual intercourse. He's like, what the fuck? Now the thing is, puts it on his head, and then in his head he closes his eyes, and the images start hitting him of them having sex, and it's like little flashes. So you saw her, tits that flashed, and you saw her kissing him, and it flashed, and he's like, what the fuck is this? And like threw it off. And wanted to have sex the old-fashioned way, quote unquote. And she's like, ew, no, bodily fluid exchange is forbidden, and STDs and stuff come from that. So the whole point is, it became lame. She had to ask him to have sex with him, and then when he did it, he couldn't even touch her. Now, different reasons, because that's a movie, but that's basically what we're gonna wind up at. God can't touch a fucking female because he does. It's a METOO. That they have to ask and put on these fucking helmets. Like, what is that? I don't understand where we're getting at. You got women going on bad dates like with this Aziz Ansari bullshit, and then they claiming me too. You got guys that are just afraid to just be rough and aggressive. Like, listen to James Franco. He's an asshole, right? But he took her head and started pushing it down towards his dick. Did it once, I think twice, 3 times. Now, the thing is, okay, he did that. Understandable. Not 100% appropriate, but you know what? I've been in a situation where I took a girl's head, because that was my girlfriend at the time. It was my fucking girlfriend, right? We was dating and shit. I took her head and I started pushing towards my dick, playfully. Now, I never use full force. I always go a little bit, like just a little push so she gets the idea, then she does it on her own. Now, the whole point is, I've had women that told me, nah, I don't want to, not right now, maybe when we get home, right? And I stopped. I completely stopped. But what about that first time when I tried to give her the hint? Because that's a non-verbal cue by men, by the way. And I tried to give her a little push to get her, to have her go, oh, okay, he wants me to give him a blowjob. So if I do that, she's like, no, #METOO. I'm going to blow you up on Facebook. What? Is this where we're coming to as a society? Now, I don't know what you guys and gals want me to do or say. I don't know. But this is starting to become ridiculous. Ridiculous. As a society, this needs to change and where to go anywhere. And I get it. Again, like I said in the beginning, I'm all for women's rights. I'm all for women equality. I'm all for equal pay. Listen, the best leaders of Oh Sith and the best leaders of the darkened forces in the past was always women. Celine, Boing, Mandy, Linda. That's 2 from cosplay, and that's 2 from, video games. Now, we also got the leader of California, 2 of them, Tav and Luna. They're both females. We got the leader of DMV, which is Lizzie. That's a female. Female leaders to me are better than male leaders because they keep their heads. They keep their cool. They're more professional in my opinion. And that's because we're men. We act on fucking impulse. We're aggressive. We're angry. So I have nothing against female leaders. I have nothing against equality. I'm all for that. Give women more responsibilities in my view. But, big but here. To do that, to become an equal society, just like with racism, we gotta stop segregating. Gotta stop doing that. Blacks, whites, Hispanics, Latinos, Asians, all that shit. How we divide each other. The Million Man March. The fuck this. I hate KKK, but KKK marches. The women marches. All this shit. Okay? Chinese New Year. Okay? And now I understand if you're Chinese, you want to celebrate your own New Year in your own, homeland. That's perfectly fine. If you represent that and if you respect that and that's what you want to do, that's perfectly fine. I'm just saying that we need to stop segregating ourselves. Stop calling each other black, white, Hispanic, Asian. We're humans. We're people. That's it. We need to get together and all fucking create super mixed babies or some shit like that. That's the way we need to be. Okay? Now, same thing with women and men. As long as we keep saying, I'm a woman and I need equal rights, or I'm a man and I make more and that's fair. Stop. Just put equal rights on the paper, equal amount of pay on the paper, and just fucking own that. That's it. That's all. That's how you solve the equal pay problem. Just give them fucking equal pay, man. That's it. Do it based on the criteria of getting hired. If this person is Mark Wahlberg, okay? Now, has this ever occurred to any female actresses? If you are not Natalie Portman or whoever, okay, you're going to get paid less when you're in a movie with Vin Diesel, or a movie with Mark Wahlberg, or a movie with fucking Cat Williams, or a movie with Kevin Hart, or a movie with The Rock. You're not going to get paid the same amount as The Rock. If you're Sally Schmo and this is your first movie, you are telling me you want to get the same pay as The Rock? It doesn't matter if The Rock is a man. This motherfucker is a movie star. You're nothing. You're just started. Now, when you become a movie star, then you can ask for the same pay as The Rock. That's fair. That's like me going into a job and saying I want the same amount of pay as a fucking principal. No, man. It's like me when I was a cop saying I want the same amount of pay as a captain. No, man. He got the seniority over me. This guy's a fucking captain. I'm a fucking beat cop. Like, let's be serious. I understand if it's Natalie Portman or Keira Knightley or the chick from Wedding Crashers or Mila Kunis. Like, I understand that shit. If you're Mila Kunis, if you're in a movie with Vin Diesel, yeah, I agree you should have equal pay. I do. Because you're fucking Mila Kunis. You've been in so many fucking movies. You do voice acting for Family Guy. You do so much shit. You're in That 70s Show. Your face is recognizable all around the world. Hell yeah, you should get paid as much as Vin Diesel. But if you're Tom Cruise, as much as I don't like Tom Cruise because that's Scientology bullshit, if you're Tom Cruise, no, as Mila Kunis, you should not be getting paid the same amount as Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise has been around in this game for fucking so long. No, and no way in hell you should be getting the same amount of pay as Tom Cruise. But if, let's say, Jonah Hill and you're Mila Kunis, hell yeah, you should get the same amount of Jonah Hill. It's Jonah Hill, man. People know him just like they know Mila Kunis. But he ain't a super fucking action movie star. No way. He ain't do fucking damn near 6-7 Mission Impossibles. Think this motherfucker's gonna end on a fucking decade. 10 fucking Mission Impossibles. So you gotta be realistic, man. Y'all just gotta be realistic. Stop doing this segregation bullshit, saying they're just doing this because you're women. No. Do I believe in equality? I'll say it again because I know so many people's gonna be raging. Yes, I do. I believe in equality in all forms. Racism, fucking sexism, genders, fucking, oh my God, ethnicities. I believe in equality. I believe in equal pay. But I also believe that you need to get paid for what you do. People say, Nick, do you approve of affirmative action? No. I did maybe when the shit fucking first started. When African Americans in this country, needed those rights because they weren't being hired because they were black. Yes, I absolutely believe. I believe in affirmative action back then because, they were being fucking, segregated. They were being fucking targets of racism. So they wouldn't get jobs even if they was qualified for it. So I completely agreed with it back then. Now in 2018, do I believe in affirmative action? No, not at all. But is affirmative action still needed? That's the question. Is it needed? Yes, I do. Because if a black guy and a white guy go to Harvard, they both get the same amount of fucking grades. They come out in same masters or PhDs, whatever. Same thing. So everything was same across the board. And they had a racist boss. He was trying to figure out who to hire. So all white company. And he hired the white guy because he's white. And quote unquote he'll fit in better, quote unquote. Yeah, absolutely. I believe affirmative action should put the African American, Harvard PhD winner. He should be automatically hired. I believe in that because of the fact that is a racist boss. But do I agree with affirmative action? No, I don't. I agree with equality. I believe that nobody should be victims and targets of racism. I believe in that. So yes, affirmative action should go. But I also believe racist motherfuckers should go with it. If we start ignoring, I know people go like, why should we ignore it? If we start ignoring the topic of racism, people, it'll go away. Listen, how many times when you grown up, your mom's like, hey, if they're bullying you, just ignore him. He'll stop because there's no more fun in it. You're not giving him the attention anymore. I believe if we ignore racism, I don't mean violent racist acts. I mean just fucking targets of racism and motherfuckers saying shit and jobs not hiring. If we just fucking ignore that, they'll stop. They won't have the reaction that they want anymore. They'll give the fuck up. And then when their children come in, they can't be like, oh, that black guy, hate him. No. Because they're going to be like, it's pointless to throw fucking tomatoes or put fucking crosses in the yard or, wear hoods on their head and try to bother them. No. They won't do it no more. There's no more fun in it. The hate will still be there in their hearts, but their children will grow up not seeing racism. They'll just see their father acting like a jackass. Because they'll be like, Dad, all the other fucking guys in the block, they're not fucking putting a hood over their head chasing around black people. He'll just look like the crazy person. Then guess what? 2, 3, maybe 4 generations from now, they won't be racism anymore. Because nobody wants to look like the crazy motherfucker. But as long as we keep empowering these racists, it'll keep going. Because then they'll group up. There'll be more and more KKK. It's the same shit with women and the METOO, TIMESUP movement. The same shit. Have your movement. Do it well. I'm behind you guys or you girls. I am. But stop segregating men and females. If you want to target Weinstein, target his ass. You want to target Louis C.K., target his ass. If you want to fucking target Kevin Spacey, target his ass. If you want to target James Franco, target his ass. That's perfectly fine. These men, they deserve to be in jail. They deserve to have their pockets eaten. But when it comes down to equal pay, yes, you deserve equal pay. But don't be like Monique, who just went on Facebook and Instagram the other day, talk about, I get paid less than Amy Schumer and Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock. Can you all just write in? It's your girl Monique. Can you all just write in and say to pay me more? Monique, you're a fucking millionaire. Monique, you can't say it's racist because, like you said, Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock was making more for the Netflix special than you. They're black. Can't say it's racist. You can't say it's sexist because you said Amy Schumer made more of her shitty Netflix special than you. So what's the cause here, Monique? I'll tell you. The cause is you're horrible. You're fucking trash as a comedian. The reason you're not getting paid that much because everybody know you're a gimmick comedian. The same shit, loud, boisterous, annoying, playing into the fucking African American women stereotypes, which is not, in my view, acceptable as a person who's half black. It's fucked up, Monique. So cut the METOO times up bullshit out. Next you're gonna be like, hashtag black times up. Like, come on, man. Hashtag black me too. And this is what I'm saying. Everything gotta be segregated. Santa Claus, gotta segregate. White Santa, black Santa. Jesus, white Jesus, black Jesus. Not fair. Uncool. We're gonna constantly keep fucking being at each other's throats in this country because you keep segregating yourself. I don't want to be segregated, but then you watch BT. What the fuck? Why don't you just petition ABC to get more African American, Latinos, fucking Asian people on the damn TV? I can understand it, like Koreans and shit. They have their own Korean channel because they talk about shit that happens in Korea. As African Americans, guess what? We may have ancestors that go back to Africa. Yes, we might. So then we should have an African TV station, not BT, because that don't make more damn sense. BT is for black Americans. Here, you're segregating yourself on purpose. But then you don't like it when white dudes segregate us. Think, people. Nothing is going to change when we keep perpetuating the cycle ourselves. Let them look stupid. Anyway, I'm getting off topic here. So, women, I beg you, look at what you're doing. Just look at it. Some people deserve it, we all don't. And in the end, you're not going to make it fun for anyone. So with that being said, let me step off my soapbox. Here's your exit to the tower. Hopefully we can get another Oh Sith Show podcast up to you guys sometime this week. Hopefully. Have to convince Cecily to do it. If not, I don't know. I guess I'll do it myself. Might be a little weird, but do it myself. So until next time. Till next time. Nobody gonna say it? Okay, I'll do it. Game over, bitches.
This has been the Oh Sith Podcast Show. Not enough for you? Make sure to subscribe. Let us know your questions and comments. New episodes every weekend with bonus episodes throughout the week.